That's the way you will be learning complex things. What I will cover today, if you understand, this is the part we're going to start today from here. So last week we had any issues. If you guys go back in the Springboard, which Springboard, I think, where did I create it? I created in one of the, let me see, 1 second. If you, okay, let's go see here. No, let's go back. I show you one of the user story has been created last week. And then in the cloud ops, and then actually the backlogs, and then go to the filter by the story. And here, this one, yeah. That's what the user story last Sunday was created. Do you guys know this? Do you guys all remember? Do you guys remember that? That's the user story. Okay. So as a user, I should be able to, this is the one. Actually, there was two. So she created this one. I think another one is also there. Okay. Another one was also there. Let's go see, find out. That's the one user story that she wants us to complete. Can we see? Can I see here? Quick. Okay. No, it's not here. So the user story was, let me go to the chat. I don't know if you guys look at it. This is a very important part. This kind of things, if you are not able to you are not focusing, you will be way behind right away, because the development team works behind the scene and we fix things in and out. Okay, let's go here. Why I cannot go there? Okay, let me go back here. And this is the kind of things we help in the beginning. But if you do not go, why I'm not, okay. So I'm showing you for one time so you guys know. Go to the internal one, right? And go slowly, come here, scroll up, scroll up. Okay, scroll up, see, even you will be behind right away. There you go, look at this. You guys did not read this, right? This actually, this is an issue. It was a concern. You did? So that's what the issues was raised and we fixed it. So this is the user story. This is exactly, we fixed it, but after the fix, after the development, what do you have to do? You have to do the testing, right? After the testing is done, then we have to push to for the end user, means in this case, you guys are the end user, right? We are the using, but this is the one exactly has been fixed. We added the search functionality for assigning any user when any user wants to create or update a task. Look at this, go back here, understand. That's the reason reading is important. Okay, we can teach you all day, but foundation cannot be built unless you take this step. Look at this. Now you can type. That's the was missing. Okay, that's one thing was the issues. Let's read again. And then we added the functionality updating any user in the project group. So the project creator can add, update multiple groups in the user. Do you know what does it mean? Okay, we'll show you. Assigning any user. Here, that's also. We also added the sorting by ascending order by their name. So do you see this now? If you see, click it here. You see, Asif, then B, then E, then F, then J. See the simple, in a simple, like the pop-up, you see in the simple button, how many things we change? There is a search button is added, ascending, descending is added. So now the user experience is improved. That's the user story. If you just understand this, that's your life will be changed. That's only one, because this is the one live I wanted to discuss. This is the one I wanted to discuss 1 hour. If you do not understand one small part, nothing will be clear up. So this exactly the issues was, that's the user story. That has been raised by the Miriam. she said it will be important so we can have a better experience. So you see the small things has been added. So I want to, Pratik, what do you have done here? Did you do the backend API change?
No, I work only in the front end.
Got it. So what he said, there was no backend changes. There was no logical changes was needed for this. What do you learn? So not every change, not every request is needed for the backend. Not every request user story does not need the backend. There is many things you have to do the front end. So he has done the front end change. Instead of I talk, Pratik, are you ready? Can you share your screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you need couple minutes, but in the meantime, if you need couple minutes, get ready. I need the today's slide as well. Prant, where is the slide, today's slide?
Okay, let me send you the link. You can go to the
Help me out,
chapter
please.
module.
So let's go to the program chapter module. Can you help me out? Where should I go? Which one?
Swagger, expand this.
This one or the top one? Okay.
No, wait,
This
wait.
one?
Give me 1 minute.
That's fine. You can put them up. Pratik, when you're ready, this is we will be reading so many things, but if you understand this one, then that's the reason Aisha keeps saying you guys should create a lot of bugs. She told you for a purpose. So
Yeah,
make sure
can you open this one? Sorry.
this one? Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Is this the one?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. You're good. You can leave now.
Okay.
Thank you. Pratik, are you ready? We will cover this, but at least we are in the main topic. What the issue was. So the next one I'm showing you, we added the functionality updating any user group in a project settings. Okay. So in a project, we want multiple people actually be able to actually add, assign, update the project settings. Okay. So that functionality was here. Go to the project settings. I went to the permission. It was actually, it is only one person is, Farhana is only the what? Project manager. But if you guys keep asking me, then make the changes. I cannot at this moment. So we actually make the changes now. So now she can actually make anybody as an admin. She can go to the team and she can actually go anyone, click members, and she can actually go here and she can actually add the project admin. Before it was not exist. So these two user story we have fixed right away. Understand? That's the reason the Pratik has shared the release note. That's exactly the entire software development has been covered for this two user story. We developed, we actually tested it, we actually push it to the production that we can see the functionality is ready. So this is the two. So what is the lesson learned? Make sure every release note we provide, read. If you do not understand, ask the question there, please. There is no harm to ask the question there. I'd rather be happy you guys ask the question there. But not reading, if you read, you just give a mark, then I know that you are reading. I know that you are actually growing. I can teach you everything else. It will take years. You will not learn much. But the way we are developing, you just start engaging yourself, right and left. Things will make sense to you. Things will be complex things. You'll say it's easy now. So make sure when Pratik or our developer or me send the release note, it's called the release note. What is the release note? Release note is when something, the sprint work has been done, testing is done, and the things are on the production. Production means Agile ALM. Agile ALM means we are all using it, right? It's a production, means the where actually user use. The product owner send a release note to the stakeholder. Stakeholder can be IT side, can be operation side, business operation side, can be IT operation side. So they know the new functionality has been deployed to the production. So everybody can aware. That's called the release note. We do it here so you guys can become familiar and you guys can see your bug has been fixed or your user story has been fixed, so that I don't need to preach you what is the user story. You can learn easily. Good. See, now I cannot. If I try, look at this. See this? Because I'm not the project admin, and that's expected, right? Okay, good. Keep these two, is important. Pratik, are you ready?
Yes,
Yeah, you
should
can share
I
a screen. Yes,
go over
share
the
a screen.
code base?
No, you can share a screen.
Okay.
So what you learned from this last week user story, there was no backend. How did I learn? How did I know that? From the developer. So you see this, how communication is started? And if there was a backend implemented, needed, then the front end developer will work with who? Backend developer. So then backend developer, once they fix it, then we'll give you the front end developer the API. Keep remember the API, I just said again. And then the front end developer will implement it. All right, keep going. You can show the code now. Thank you.
Okay, let me.
Sure. So a couple things to just go over. The way Agile ALM, ts40.us, itinterviewready.com, automation.ts40.us, all the MARN stack. Remember, I talk about the MARN stack? You see the MARN stack. MARN stack means MongoDB is the database and all other JavaScript. Simple word. JavaScript is a programming language. So E means Express.js, it's a JavaScript framework. R means React framework, it's a JavaScript framework. Node means Node.js means Node.js also JavaScript, is running your code, is a backend engine to run the JavaScript code. That's it. You see our desktop app, also the MARN stack, part of the MARN stack. You see our mobile app, that's also the MARN stack. So in an interview, we normally need to know what stack did you work. We call the MARN stack, we call the PARN stack, all the stack you work. Means your entire stack is, entire development stack is called the, any name. I mean, what is the front end develop, what is the back end develop, what is the database, all of this. Good. So now you can go to the code base, please. Okay. So we actually made the changes in the front end. And of course, he is using the IDE. And so go ahead, where do we change this? You see, you don't need to know, you just need to know what has been changed. And this is exactly called the technical review meeting. Why you do this? So that the QA can understand what he needs to test. QA also can understand that how to test it. Because you don't know how to test it. Who you will ask? Who you are going to ask? If you don't know, developer. If you ask him, I want to test it, he will tell you how to test it. Yes, exactly. If I am not in this now, if I can leave, he can guide you how to test it. If you want to test this now, he can guide you everything. So who you need to talk always? Developer. They will help you to get the test data. They will help you how it works. And they will tell you what has been changed. Okay, go ahead now. You are mute if you talk.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
So for the search option, I used a select component. So this is the component I used, and for
It is HTML, CSS, correct?
yes.
Okay, so
So
stay there now. So anything you see in the website, okay, in the website, it's HTML, okay, hypertext markup language, okay, just anything, a table, anything you see is a part of the HTML. But anything you see also the colorful, that's the CSS. Simple as this. You don't need to know anything else. So combine HTML, CSS, we build the website. Who build it? Front-end developer. Any question? So HTML, CSS, combine, we build the website. But now let's step back a little bit. How about I'm making dynamic website? Dynamic means I'm logging. I'm logging out. I'm uploading a documents. I'm downloading a documents. I'm doing some math works.
Things are changing.
That's the API. Yes, things are changing. That's the where you are bringing the JavaScript and the API. So we are making the static website, portfolio website with the using of HTML and CSS. We are making the dynamic application. See, I did not say the website anymore. We make the dynamic web application combining HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and the API. Good? Any complexity? No complexity. This is simple. So keep things simple. Okay, now you can go ahead.
Okay, so I use the select component for the search functionality, and I had to use the a function, the filter option function, so that I can filter someone by their name. Let's say I want to search Shiblu Ahmed. So how it works? So it is taking the input
So
and
stay there now. So he just mentioned what the function, right?
yes,
He just what the function, what function, you will learn very details. But here now, a function is returning some output. Part of the function is return some output. Of course, you see this? He said, I made a function. I want to input somebody's name, isn't it? So of course,
yes,
that person will be popping up on the screen, right? So
yes.
function is returning that output. Some function you do not need to return the output, but this function you can see the output. What is the definition of a function? You are combining multiple steps and you're putting in a bag, in a bucket. That's a function. You'll know more details because you'll be working in Java, so you'll know. But exactly learn what he did, so it will make sense to you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, then I am using a two lowercase method for like if I input let's say Shiblu Ahmed, then it is converting it in a lowercase so that it can find the actual name.
So
So
now stay there. So regardless how you write, right? Because Shiblu S is capital. But what he did, he said actually whatever you type, it will convert, it will bring the actual name. Am I right?
yes,
See? Because here he was the capital, S capital, A capital. So he has to, however user write, because I don't know, your caps is on or off, and I do not want to control you, how you want to type. All I want, just type something. If it is there, it will pop up. It should be here. I need to see, or it should be on this. I need to see what you do on your computer. Yeah, thank you. Just sit down here so I can see your laptop. Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
okay. So then for the ascending order, I used a order list function that is doing the actual ascending task.
So
So
you
this
see
is
the order list. You see this. You heard another word. Of course, you have a list now, right? We all heard that. Okay, I have a list. I need to see either from up number to lower number, or Z to A to Z, isn't it? It's called the ordering. So he has used another terms called the ordering, because that's the was initial request that it will be great if we can see by order. So that's the one he did it. Okay, go ahead. He made another function. Look at it.
so this is like a JavaScript stuff. So we can map through the all the names and return with ascending order, just ascending key and order. So we are checking if the name has any string property. That's the function is doing actually.
Okay, so you heard the word string. Whenever any text you see on the screen is called the string. Simple. So the goal was See, even though you do not understand JavaScript, but you understand the functionality. Functionality was that I want to see from A to Z. Number will the first A, then B, then C, then D. That's the one was the request, and he made the function. You may, as a non-technical engineer or as a non-JavaScript background engineer, you don't need to know this, but actually he's showing how it should work. Make sense? Okay, continue.
Okay, so and then I used a property for the search icon.
Okay, go
This
back
is-
to the page. Is he's doing the show and tell, so you guys know. Go to the website, please. Look at that. There is a. Can you close it? Can you look at the search? You see this? There is a search icon also. You see this? So we also added the search there as well. That was not in the original request that you need to add it. So we added the search so that you can just type it and you can see it. Good. That's the third, the functionality on the added on the same user story. Okay, go back to your code now. See, read it.
Okay, then I used another property, allow clear, so that I can let's say type and then clear the.
You see this? Another functionality has been added. In the small user story, so many things has been added. Okay, go back.
Okay, that's all for the search functionality.
So now you understood like a whole thing, correct? On this user story, that has been changed. So if you are really wants to be like a good software quality assurance engineer, what is the lesson learned for you from today? Read every single the message he sent. Okay. So then you will be, and your main project, you will be working on the e-commerce application. That also is the full stack developer. I just mentioned what full stack, right? What does it mean? Yes. So someone is not only the changing the website, someone also changing the backend logic API. So you see how it's important. Another is also, Pratik will be also helping me in this workshop. So Prantu will be the second, Pratik will be primary. So you guys can learn with the developer. Exciting, right? So we'll be, remember we said that will be actually the open heart surgery. Did I do that? So now, thank you, Pratik. So go back to the user story now. We did not even touch the agenda, you see. We wanted to start with this. Go back to this. So you see the functionality. So in this case, technically, we do not have any backend changes. So what type of testing will be then? Front end. Means the graphical user interface testing. Right? So we need to test it. So see, because I just was in the technical review meeting, now I learned this testing will be only front end. I don't need to worry about the API because he did not touch the API. He already said that. So graphical user interface testing is open the browser, type the URL, whatever you have to do. Means whatever you have to do, you have to type them out all. That's called the functional testing. I'm not going over this because that's not our agenda. Since we are on the same thing, I'm just giving you the touch quickly. So function. So how did we identify now? Because developer said there is no backend logic has been changed, but we still need to test. What type of test? It's a functional testing. And website is specifically called the front end. There is a 3 types of client. There are many types of client, by the way. Mobile app is also client. Desktop app is also client. The website is also client. If someone using my application, means my backend, they are also client. There is like the machine is also client. Anybody is actually using backend logic, they are all client. But you have to say the right wording. Mobile app testing, desktop app testing, and the website testing. I want to make it clear. So this is the one, actually, at this moment, this application, there is no mobile app, there is no desktop app. There is only website. So our the testing scope is narrow to the browser testing. Am I right? But now let's a little bit go more narrow. We do not know what type of browser people use, correct? So people can use Edge, Firefox, Chrome, Safari, or anything. So don't you think you need to test in each browser? So your testing scope is expanding. Because you cannot just say, oh, it's working in the Chrome, it should work in the Firefox. It is not the case. You have to test it. That's the way how you estimate your testing work. Good? Any question on it? No. So since we are on it here, let's get it done. If you want to test this user story, what do you think? How you can test it? Who can answer this question? What are the steps you will take? How to test it? Oh, that's done. Now you have the interface. What is steps you will take to test it?
First test is writing testing.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, I understand. But walk me through how you will test it. Just walk me through how you will test it.
First URL.
Okay, continue.
But first I need browser.
Okay,
URL.
good.
And then set up property and ID user right, and password, sorry, username, password, and writing the essential part.
No, just no artificial word, just a simple word.
Okay.
You are there. You are getting there. You are
And test the functionality.
okay. So you see, you guys are all got scared, right? Actually, nothing to scare. You have to do to test this functionality to come here. You have to sign up. Am I right? You have to sign in. Am I right? You have to create an organization. Am I right? You have to create a project. Am I right? And then you have to create a backlog. Am I right? Then you can test it. Exactly what you will do. That's exactly, you have to say step by step. That's actually the test case. You see, so many things is done, right? From one simple thing.
Without URL, I can find my this
Yeah,
page.
yeah. So you see, yeah. So you see how to come to this point is not the end goal, because you have to do so many things behind the scene. Even though they are not part of your scope of the testing, right? Your scope of the testing this, am I right? And those will be your prerequisite and the dependency. These will be your prerequisite and the dependency. Prerequisite means, of course, you need the internet, right? You need this code need to be deployed. Say, I use the word deployed. So hear me out. And then, now you're good. Then you need the browser. These three things are prerequisite, right? Of course, you need the internet and the browser. And then this latest code need to be come to, you need an URL with the latest code. Am I right? It's the prerequisite. Now come to the dependency. Dependency is, as I said, you need to be Agile ALM, sign up, Agile ALM, sign in, and then create an organization, create a project, and then what? Then you need to create a user story or the task, and finally you can test it. Right? Since we are here, let's get it done so you guys know. If I want to, Pratik, close it and open something else. Open, go Agile ALM, go Agile ALM. Since we are almost done, so you guys will know how the manual testing works. Open anything. Just open anything. Open something. Anything. Just open.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
open it. Open it. Open this, the one. Can you open it? Just open anything. I want to just show you anything. Why are you not able to open anything? Yeah. Okay, open anything. I just want to test the start date. So now walk me through what I have to do. Start date is broken. So now tell me what I have to do.
Same thing, same process I have to follow.
Am I, is she right? Hey, remote people, just say it. Is she right or wrong? She said the same process we just said. Is it she is right or wrong?
She's right.
Yes, she is right.
She is right, correct? But there is a problem here. There is a problem here now. Beautification problem. If you write to test functionality, to write all the steps over and over and over and over, your time will be killed. Am I right or not? Am I right or not? So we need to do something like a reusable that I can use, I can plug and play, right? Exciting. Let's stop here. You'll know more details next week. Thank you, Pratik. All right.